Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another video for you guys here. This is going to be a talk on PewDiePie. I really haven't talked too much about PewDiePie in my channel. I know he is a YouTube creator. He's the #1 YouTube creator. And I've had quite a bit of people ask me on streams before, but also in person, as well as on some conversations that we've had on DMs or whatever, on Twitter, Instagram. What do I think about PewDiePie? You know, people sometimes put hashtag PewDiePie in some of my videos or whatever. You know, and what all do I think about the whole battle of PewDiePie versus T Series? So I guess I'll first talk about the whole battle and then the two organizations separately. But the whole battle, essentially, if you guys don't know, there's still an ongoing battle, and as I speak, I'm going to look up the numbers right now. But there's essentially this battle of PewDiePie against T Series to the first spot in YouTube, and I think at one point T Series passed PewDiePie, and uh, and PewDiePie passed them back pretty quickly. At one point, I think last week, they were super close. They were about, I would say, maybe 200, 300 subscribers from being away from each other. And then they've gone back and forth from 1,000 really subscribers. And here's a live feed. I'm not going to show it to you guys because I don't have it ready for you guys. But right now, PewDiePie leads T Series in about, I would say, maybe 12,000 subscribers at this point. So PewDiePie has a pretty good, you know, advantage right now, which is nice. But what is this whole battle really about? And really, it's not PewDiePie himself that people are for. I would say it's more what he stands for. YouTube, when it was first created, it was for individual creators, people that had a webcam, people that had a phone to record and just wanted to put funny videos up. I mean, there's so many creators that you can think of that have been doing this for years, PewDiePie being one of them, that, you know, they didn't have a whole production behind them to do it. It makes me, as a small YouTuber, feel like it's still possible having someone like him in the #1 position, because obviously I don't have people behind me editing my videos, telling me what to do. You know, a lot of the suggestions I get from the community, and him as well. You know, he works as much as he can and edits as much as he can. I don't quote me on this. I'm not really sure if he edits all his videos, but it's almost one man army. You know, obviously he has a lot of influence now, and because of that influence, some of the stuff that for small YouTubers is very hard, for him is not too hard. You know, his videos get millions of views. He doesn't really have to work too hard to get content. People are tagging him on stuff left and right on social media. So, you know, he has that advantage. He has that influence compared to small YouTubers. So, T-Series, on the other hand, is this big corporation from India who produces music videos. They go hand in hand with Bollywood. They do all this big production stuff. And I think the number that they say right now is that they spit out about 20 videos a day, so YouTube can be showing their videos on the head front for those who are subscribed to T Series. So they get a lot of views as well, mainly because they have so many videos per day, and you can almost just watch T Series on YouTube and forget about everyone else. So India is also at a high growth on free internet. So a lot of people there are receiving free internet. They're able to be on YouTube, to be on Instagram. So that's why the Indian influence is growing on YouTube, but not just YouTube, and other social media as well. So there's this battle between them getting their first spot, and I think what most of the YouTube community has seen is either the first spot is going to go to what an OG should look like, a individual creator, someone who's just blogging, someone who's just uh, talking and making fun of himself and others on front of the camera, or a corporation that has money to back them up. Obviously, they obviously have a lot of influence as well, but the big one is the money. They have that money behind it, and they have workers to do all the editing, to do all the filming, to do all the music. I mean, that's why they can do 20 videos a day, and PewDiePie only one video a day. Now, what do I think about them as themselves? You know, I don't know much about T-Series. All I know is that you can compare it to the Vivo here in America. You know, they have every right to post their videos, and I don't even know if they even care for the competition. But all they know is that they're doing their videos, they're working on their production, and I'm glad for them. You know, they're doing a good job. I think the bigger deal is PewDiePie. Is he a great guy? Is he not? You know what? I think he's good. I watch some of his videos. I don't watch them very frequently. In fact, I only recently started watching him because of the whole battle. I subscribe to him just to support him, obviously. So I do support small YouTubers like myself. But in the other hand, he has advantages that even though we look up to him and we as small YouTubers aspire to be like him, he has a huge advantage to us. Now, obviously, that came to him because of his hard work. It wasn't just given to him. He didn't just wake up one day and they said, you know, you have this advantage over us. So obviously he worked hard for it, and I'm proud of for him to do that. Obviously he's had his drama in his career, like any big YouTuber nowadays, to be honest. Uh, but I will say, out of a lot of the bigger YouTubers that I started watching in high school, in middle school, he's one of the guys that has really stayed as he is. You know, he still kind of reviews videos. He still is in the meme world. He still likes to talk about dumb stuff. Like, you know, he's not really going for the look at me, I'm high and mighty person. He's also not going to, you know, he hasn't really grown a production out of it. You know, I won't say names, but there's a comedian that he would review videos weekly as well on YouTube, and I used to love him. He then passed on his series to someone else, which ruined the series, I would say, because really the face of the series was him. So once he left, people hated the series, and he went and did a production in Facebook, and he wanted to go outside of YouTube. And once that happened, I personally think he's gone downhill. It's just been bad. I personally don't like his comedy anymore. I think he's too PC at points, and he doesn't really let his own opinion come out as much as it used to before. So, PewDiePie, you might be annoying to some people. You might be having your own drama, but I think overall he's a humble person, and he is someone that has not left his roots completely, and that's something that I admire of him. So, do I support the battle? You know, I support the battle in the sense of what it stands for. I do believe that people like me, people like PewDiePie, people like, you know, so many other small YouTubers that I work with here on YouTube that are growing their channels, that are struggling because they have a full-time job. Some YouTubers like me are parents. They not just have a full-time job, but have a spouse, have a kid, you know, have a family to take care of, and making videos and keeping up with YouTube is not always the easiest thing, and getting sick is not something that, you know, is helpful, because you get sick, you get behind on everything. So, you know, supporting people like that really try hard to bust out videos, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 10 videos a week. I support that completely. So if you haven't done so, go and subscribe to PewDiePie. And if you guys don't mind, you guys can subscribe to my channel as well. Hit that like button and share this video so that people can hear about the battle of PewDiePie and T-Series. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And like always, don't be strangers.